Have a great day to each and everyone. So, I am Marcel Rose Superales, so the reporter for this video. So, the content or the topic that I'm going to discuss to you is all about Robert Gagne and learning hierarchy. So, here are the topics. So, first is the Robert Gagne biography, the 9 events of instruction, and the taxonomy of learning outcomes. So, let's talk about Robert Gagne biography. So, who is Robert Mills Gagne? So, Gagne was an education psychologist best known for his works Condition of Learning, which identified the mental condition of learning and was published in 1965. So, Gagne is an educational psychologist and his best works is Condition of Learning, which refers to the mental condition of learning, and it was published on 1965. So Gagne was born in North Andover, Maine in 1916 and passed in 2002. So Gagne earned his PhD in psychology from Brown University in 1940. So Gagne earned yung nakukuha niya yung pagka-PhD niya in psychology sa Brown University noong 1940. Okay, so that is the background of Robert Mills Gagne. So, another biography of Robert Gagne is 50 years his profession career included academic as well as research and development activities as well as research and development position in military training and human performance. So, 50 years si Robert Gagne naging professional career including sa kanyang academic, sa kanyang pag-research at sa kanyang mga activities or mga different positions in military training and also in the human performance. And also it involves in applying instructional theory to the design of computer-based learning. So he is considered to be a major contributor to the systematic approach of instructional design. So Robert Gagne is the major contributor to the appropriate approach of instructional design. Okay. So, now here are the 9 events of instructions according to Robert Mills Gagne in learning hierarchy. So, first we have the gain attention as we call this reception. The second, informing learners of the objectives or the expectancy. The third one, we have stimulating recall of prior learning or retrieval. Fourth one, presenting the stimulus or selective perception. The fifth one, we have providing learning guidance or semantic encoding. We have the sixth one, we have eliciting performance or responding. 7, providing feedback or reinforcement. 8 is assessing performance or retrieval. And the last one, we have enhancing retention and transfer or generalization. So that was the 9 events of instruction. So now, let's discuss about the first one, which is gain attention. So, in gain attention, it includes the motivation or video, animation, or podcast, or questions, or engaging activities. So, of course, as a teacher, as elementary teacher, me as a future educator, before I start my classes, so I have to do or I will think creatively what is activities that will gain attention or will catch the attention of the pupils. Of course, let's start with the motivational activities, either the video, animation, or podcast, or even a question and answer portion to measure their prior knowledge about your new discussion. So, of course, before you start your new topic or your content, you have to catch the attention of the pupils to give more engaging activities like games or other activities that will surely catch their attention to lessen your new discussion. Of course, that is the main important if you are a teacher. You have to make or you think creatively rather, to think what is the best engaging activities that will catch the attention of the pupils. Okay, next one we have the objectives. It focus on what will I expected to learn. So, as a teacher, if you are um, getting or you are writing a lesson plan, so of course you have the objectives or what is your expected to learn towards your pupils. So in not only in lesson planning but of course in your discussion, throughout your discussion you have to get or you have to get the or you have these objectives, which is we have the three domain of objectives: the affective, the cognitive, and the psychomotor. These three objectives is must be obtained in the end of the discussion, in the end of your class. What is your expected? What is your target towards your content that will able to achieve to your learners or to your pupils? So of course, you have to think that your objectives it suit to your content and it's also capable to your pupils. And also, if you have these objectives, kinakailangan kasi na yung objectives mo is ma-realign siya sa content na i-discuss mo. Kasi yun, doon nakabase kung ano yung magiging patutunguhan ng iyong gustong matarget throughout your class. Okay, so next we have the stimulate recall of prior learning. So it focuses on ask questions on the pre-existing knowledge or connect to today's topic. So of course, if you are dealing with classes, so you have to ask questions. You have to throw out questions of what their prior knowledge about your topic. As I've said earlier, that you have to ask the question answer portion that to kailangan na makita natin sa mga bata kung may prior knowledge ba sila about something, about this one, para makakonect sila kung ano yung dapat na isaalang-alang nila throughout your discussion. So dapat tatanungin natin sila kung ano yung mga prior knowledge or pre-existing knowledge nila about this one, about this topic, about this certain content para makonect nila kung ano yung topic natin na gusto nating i-target sa kanila. Okay, so next we have the present the content. So organize in a meaningful ways, summarize, use a blending approach which is synchronous and asynchronous. Okay. So present the content. So this time you have to present the content. What is your topic? What is your content all about? And then also kung mag-present ka na ng topic, hindi lang ikaw yung nagdi-discuss kasi meron tayong sa ngayon kasi is learner-centered teaching. So, yun ng mga bata ang magdi-discuss. Hindi naman sila magdi-discuss, pero throughout the discussion, sila yung palaging may interaction. Hindi lang yung ang teacher palagi nagsasalita. Pagkatapos mong ma-present yung content mo, isa-summarize mo lang yun. Pagkatapos sila na yung mag-i-interact kung ano yung mga dapat nilang ano yung mga naintindihan nila, ano yung mga knowledge nila about this one, about that one. So that is the before if you present the content. So hindi lang yung si teacher ang palagi nagsasalita at palagi nagdi-discuss. Meron ding interaction between the pupils and the teachers. Okay, so sinabi din dito use a blended approach. So when we say synchronous rather, so happens at the same time. So, ang asynchronous naman ay doesn't happen at the same time or Ang difference between synchronous and asynchronous is with synchronous learning, participants can receive immediate feedback, while asynchronous learning, the participants can learn at their own pace. So, kung sinasabi nating synchronous, kung magagamit tayo ng blending approach, which is synchronous and asynchronous. When we say synchronous, ito yung mga visual or virtual, or pwede ding virtual or face-to-face na klase or approach na mayroong interaction, madali lang yung feedback ng teacher at saka yung pupils. Mayroon talagang interaction ng madalian ang synchronous. While ang asynchronous naman, ito yung approach na kumbaga ginagamit natin kung tayo ay yung pandemic, naggamit natin itong asynchronous na ang teacher ay magpo-post lang ng module, tapos hindi agad na bibigyan ng feedback ang pupils kung ano yung kanilang itatanong, kasi marami namang responsibilidad yung mga teachers na ginagawa. So, mas better talaga itong synchronous blended approach kasi mas nabibigyan pansin agad-agad kung ano yung mga katanungan, kung ano yung mga dapat mong isalang-alang na mga questions sa'yo or sa iyong pupils, na mas mabibigyan talaga ng feedback kung ano yung nararapat nilang gawin. While ang asynchronous naman, ay ito yung mga bagay na, ito yung mga pamamaraan na hindi agad nabibigyan ng immediate feedback. Yun lang. So, that is the main focus of this blending approach. Okay, let's have the guide the learning. So, sunulat dito ang scaffolding, show samples as a guide, tips about how to study or learn the material. So, when we say scaffolding, is a classroom teaching technique in which instructors deliver lesson in distinct segments. So, providing less and less support as students master new concepts or materials. So, for example, you might preview the text and discuss key vocabulary, or chalk the text and then read and discuss as you go. So, merong support. Yung, kumbaga, kung ang estudyante ay nahihirapan, agad-agad may support yung teacher. So, nandun lang palagi yung teacher na gumagabay sa mga estudyante as much as we can. Turuan natin sila ng mga bagay. Kung hindi nila alam, dapat meron tayo na agad-agad tulungan sila kung ano yung nararapat or what is the correct of while they are processing in learning. Okay. So next we have eliciting performance or responding. So provide first lower order thinking skill questions. So dito kailangan kasi natin, ginagamit kasi natin yung higher order thinking skills, pero kung tayo naman ay nagtuturo sa elementary, hindi naman agad-agad nila di naman agad-agad natin hayaan na bibigyan natin sila ng higher order thinking skills o yung mga questions na makakapag-analyze talaga sila ng mas deeper. Pero para mas ma-process yung thinking nila. So, first is bibigyan mo natin sila ng lower order thinking skills questions. So, yung mga questions na feeling natin na parang kaya nila to, masasagutan nila ito. So, yun lang yung mga bagay na di dapat natin bigyan ng hard questions. Kasi mga bata pa yan eh. Hindi pa yan talagang makapag-isip ng go beyond or deeper. So, bigyan muna natin sila para hindi naman sumakit yung mga utak nila. So, bigyan muna natin sila ng lower order thinking skills na analyzation or thinking. So, let's move forward to providing feedback. So, provide feedback as soon as possible. Give people a chance to learn from their mistakes. So, of course, itong providing feedback is nandito na to sa part na in the end of the classes, correct me if I'm wrong. So, ibibigay mo yung mga feedback as soon as possible. Kasi, or hindi naman in the middle, or pwede naman din sa middle kung may mga pagkakamali or may mga hindi nararapat or hindi suit sa expected mo. So, pwede naman dun bibigyan mo agad ng feedback as soon as possible. Kasi kapag kasi hindi mo bibigyan agad ng feedback pagka umaga mo pa binibigay. So, parang maano na yun, masisink in na yun sa bata, tama pala yung ginagawa ko, hindi kinikorek ni teacher. So, parang masasabi nila nga, correct pala yung ginagawa ko kasi hindi naman nasasabi si teacher na wrong yung ginagawa ko. So, yun, bibigyan mo talaga ng feedback as soon as possible kung kinakailangan na i-correct yung mga bata. So, of course, give people a chance to learn from their mistake. Of course, tayo naman nga, mga teachers or future teachers or yung mga teachers nga nagkakamali, yung mga bata pa ka. So, bigyan natin sila ng chance na to learn their mistakes kasi hindi naman sa lahat ng pagkakataon na tama talaga sila. So, may mga pagkakataon talaga na magkakamali din sila. So, give a chance to learn their mistakes na hindi na yun uulitin nila. So, sa ginawa nila, so hindi na yun mauulit nila, babahagi natin sila na yung ginagawa mo ay hindi yan mali yan, so ito ang gagawin mo sa susunod. So, hindi naman natin sila ang sabihan ng mga masasamang bagay. So, imo-motivate din natin sila kung ano yung nararapat para sa kanila. Okay, so now let's move forward to assess performance. So, is this person is learning? Guide questions or observation, provide helpful data or instrument to learner, provide score and remediation. So, of course, hindi naman palaging written works ang ina-assess natin. So, of course, meron din tayong performance. Dito kasi sa performance is individual kasi ito eh. Makikita natin sa mga bata kung nag-i-improve ba sila, kung nag-i-enhance ba sila throughout their learning. So, kailangan din itong assess performance through your pupils. As a teacher, pinaka-importante itong performance kasi may mga bata kasi na hindi sila nag-i-excel sa written works, pero nag-i-excel sila sa performance nila kasi doon sila na ibabahagi ang kanilang talento or doon sila nababahagi nila ang kanilang skills. So, bibigyan natin yan ng pansin kasi hindi lahat ng mga bata, meron talaga mga bata na dito sila nag-i-excel sa academic or in the written works, pero low sila sa performance. Pero mga iba na sa performance sila, pero low naman sila sa written. So, dapat i-assess natin yan. Kasi, bibigyan natin sila ng mga magagandang, maibabahagi natin sila ng magagandang data na makakapag-improve sa kanila o makakapag-enhance sa kanilang pag-aaral. Of course, provide score and remediation. So, if you assess performance, so bibigyan natin sila ng score na nararapat sa kanilang performance. Hindi yung score naman na nararapat sa yung score nila is the best pero bibigyan na natin ng maliit, hindi ganoon kasi hindi yun nakaka-motivate ng mga estudyante. Of course, remediation is to remediate, is to correct or make right. So, pagbigay natin ng score sa kanila, bibigyan din natin sila ng remediation na, ito is correct yung ginagawa mo or ito, mas pagbutihin mo pa, keep it up para mas makuha mo pa yung mataas pa yan makukuha mong score. Pero kung may iba naman nakakakuha ng maliit na score, so give positive feedback or positive remediation na ito gagawin mo sa susunod, ganyan na para mas mai-improve or mas mamomotivate sila. Yun lang. So, let's have the enhancing retention and transfer, or we call this generalization. So, at the end of your discussion, meron tayong generalization. So, learning experience related to the future job or mirror the performance context relate in real life. So, example, itong enhancing retention and transfer generalization. So, kung ang topic mo ay math, so, meron ka talagang relate talaga to sa real life situation ng mga bata. Kumbaga magbibigay or you give a scenario and then the pupils will analyze what will they do after that. Kung may bibigay ka na scenario, yung bata ay bumibili sa tindahan, ito yung pera niya, ganyan, ilan ang sukli na makukuha niya, ganon. So, nakokonek mo na in the real life situation. Makokonek mo na siya in the future nila, sa future nila, kung anong gusto nila, 'di ba? Kung magiging cashier ba sila, kung magiging engineering ba sila. So mayroon na silang knowledge, maliit na knowledge lang, pero makakatulong na sa kanila sa kanilang future job. Okay. So yun ang 9 events of instruction rather of Gagne's learning hierarchy. So yun yung mga 9 events. So ngayon dito naman tayo sa Gagne's taxonomy of learning outcomes. So ito yung taxonomy of Robert Gagne's as his learning outcomes. So intellectual skills. So ang intellectual skills dito na-include ang problem solving, discrimination, concepts, and principles. So, intellectual skills dito is finofocus what is your or mini-measure kung ano yung intellectual capability mo. Kung kaya mo ba yan? Kaya mo ba yang sulbahin ang problemang iyan? Kaya mo ba yang bigyan ng solusyon yung mga matitinding problema? So dito is finofocus ni Robert dito yung intellectual skills ng mga bata. Okay, next we have cognitive strategy. Metacognition strategy for problem solving and thinking. So itong intellectual skills and cognitive strategy ay may similarity ito kasi nakaka-focus ito sa cognitive skills or intellectual skills ng mga bata, which is ang kanilang knowledge or kanilang thinking kung how they provide solution of a certain problem. Okay, so next we have verbal information. So facts of knowledge. So itong verbal information is yung ano yung kanilang in their own way of ano yung kanilang opinion about this certain word, this certain sentence. Ganyan. So nababahagi din ito sa or ano yung feelings nila or emotions nila is a certain knowledge about that kind of situation. So, meron dito yung makukuha din dito ang attitude at din makukuha din dito ang knowledge nila or yung cognitive skills nila. So, the fourth one we have attitude. So, actions that a person chooses to complete. So, when we say attitude, dito ay nakabilang ito sa affective domain. So, attitude, yung feelings towards things, towards this person, towards this people. So, that is. So, next we have the last one, we have motor skills, behavioral, physical skills. So, dito, na-focus yung psychomotor domain, which is assessing the skills or the performance of the learners. So, behavioral, physical skills, yung performance talaga nila, yung ginagawa nila. Okay, so, I think that the topic that I gave to you, the biography of Gagne's and the 9 events of instruction, and the last one with the Gagne's taxonomy of learning outcomes, I already discussed to you. So that would be all. So thank you for listening. So I hope you learned something about my discussion. So thank you and have a great day. Bye.